If you like this video, click like. If you want to continue to follow our adventure, hit subscribe. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Hello, Little House on the Road subscribers and followers. Well, I've been asked several times, why don't, how do Carolyn and I get along in such a small space? I had one fella ask me that, and, I said whatever I said, which was, oh, Carolyn and I, we have our moments, but we figure it out, something to that effect. And he said, no, my wife would just stab me to death. And I, wrote LOL or whatever the case was. And he says, no, literally, she would stab me to death. So, I guess, they don't get along in tight spaces. Actually, there's several things that Carolyn and I do. One, we recognize that this is kind of a stressful, claustrophobic area. And so we've made ourselves aware of it. We talk about it. And when we are having an issue with one another, we immediately address it before it becomes a bigger issue. The other thing we've done, and I think this one really helps us out, is we didn't really communicate what our responsibilities were, although I guess we could have. But somehow or another, we've fallen into these chore roles. That Carolyn has her chores, and I have my chores. Carolyn does the cooking, she washes the clothes, does the dishes. And I know those seem like female roles, but it was just happened that way. I was doing dishes for a while, and she said, no, I'll do those. And then I got into the roles of making sure that the generator was working and running, setting up the shower, getting the water ready, heating up the water, just different chores. That being said, we haven't defined those chores where they're so strict that we can't help each other out. So, like I said, I've done dishes. Today she helped me out with the shower. It was getting ready to rain and we wanted to get the showers out of the way. And so I think that has really helped, that we know what our responsibilities are. That way we're not walking on each other trying to get things done. And also having kind of a time of day of doing those things. Showers. We start getting ready for the shower around 2 o'clock. That way she knows that that's what I'm going to be working on, and then she's not in my way while I'm trying to do it. So timing is important. That way we don't always have to communicate, well, I'm going to get the shower ready, you make yourself, put yourself in a little hole over there. She already knows that 2 o'clock, that's about roughly when I'm going to get the showers going. And then finally, when things start getting really stressed, we take 2 walks a day. Every day. Well, that really helps get us out of the camper, get us away from it, talk about doing YouTube videos, what we're going to do, what we're going to talk about. And it keeps the communication lines open, because walking just seems to really help us communicate. We get ourselves in the camper, we end up on the computers, or whatever it is we're doing, and we don't talk a lot. But when we're taking these walks, we talk quite a bit. So I think that's how we keep from getting on each other's nerves. And I appreciate you watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video. Thanks for watching.